Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the Kingdom Wealth channel, where we talk about stocks, options, and anything that got to do to help you build up your overall well-being. So today, we just checking our options playbook. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys is having a good day. And we got a lot to talk about today. So first off, we just what we gonna be doing? We just freestyle. That's what we gonna put a term on it. We just freestyle option plays, man. Whatever you can see on the screen right here. This is Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, where they talk finance stuff. And so for today, as you can see, it seems like it's a little red. Okay, what they say is they say check the futures and see what's going on. So as we can see, the futures, Dow futures is down 161 points. S&P futures down 23.75 points. NASDAQ futures down 137.25 points. Gold was green, but it's just hovering around this 5,000. It's down $5.60. Crude oil right here is just what we gonna focus on. I would say for these, I don't really like to put terms on things, but I would say whatever your horizon is, weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever, just kind of keep your eye on this and compare it to these things right here. And then so when you freestyle options, you just looking for whatever catches your eye that you can see. So that means that you should already know how to place a call put option. Place a call option and place a put option. And you have to do your homework and study on how to execute this game of playing options, buying calls and puts. So that means that what my mentors taught us, that they say you should be able to make money in the market really with any stock that has a little volatility to it. You should be able to make a little bit of money with it, just freestyling, which means that you trying to get a good entry and you trying to get a good exit. And once you learn how to do that with precision, then you a qualified freestyle optioner. So that means that you could just see something if it's going. So let's just say we seen something this morning. We'll say Walmart earnings, which Walmart really, these is couple dollars, couple points up, down, but you can make a little money with it short term. Sometimes these are like mediocre long term option plays, but you can make money with it. Anytime it go up or down dollars, some cents, $2, $3, $4, the more the better. But you can make some money with it, either a call or a put, but you got to be on the right side of right side of the trade, and you have to be able to discern that and identify that. So this one right here looks like they had earnings. So this could be a potential freestyle play. You could guaranteedly make some money off this play, either up or down. You really don't know. You have to be the one to be able to execute that. You know what I'm saying? We don't teach people to buy, hold, and sell, but this is all for entertainment purposes. And just sharing techniques and tips and strategies of the sport of options. That's what we do. So right now it's moving pre-market. It's up $13.48. Yesterday it was up $11. So that means that it's up. So we can go over here. So like options playbook, you have to have your tools. So certain tools that you need to identify charts. So this morning, as you can see on this one, the Dash play, or was it gapped up yesterday by $10. So, you got to be able to see, can you identify the support levels, the resistance levels, the average levels, and to see if you can be able to call a play, which is Dash. We're going to focus on Dash today. Today is, 13th, no, the 19th, February the 19th, Thursday. So we're going to focus on this one, and we're going to see what they do by the end of the day. This can be a long potential play or a short-term play. Like, so when you balling, like we'll just say NBA, NFL, soccer, hockey, whatever, like once a player learns the game of the sport, he can really go in on, like they say, basketball, he can go shoot on anybody's court. He can go to anybody's arena and hold his composure and be calm. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have, be anxious, or not really too much anxious, but excited, drilling and pumping. But like, you got to be calm and disciplined wherever you go. So this is the same thing with options play. Like, whatever stock it is or whatever, if it's moving with volatility, you should be able to jump in, look at the charts a little bit, or just kind of see, can you, for the most part, make a quick scalp. Options move so fast, so we'll just focus on quick scalps. They got leaps and long term, out of the long expiration dates on calls and puts. But if you can focus on making short, quick scalps, then you will be able to be good really at majority of anything in calling options. So the Dash pre-market 186, it was up in the pre-market of 194. So we'll just say, just by kind of watching it, it may go back and test those levels of the 193.84 that it was up in pre-market. So that's from where it is right now. It moves quick from 186 to that. That's some potential gain. That'll be a call if it goes up. As well as you can see what's on the screen. Like, if you just focus on what's on the screen, you may be able to identify this with the numbers, because mostly stocks is numbers, like these numbers right here. That's what you looking at. You ain't got to call it right, but like if it drop in between, let's say for instance it spike up to 193 and then come down to 178. If you can get in there and get the right put option, that's money on the down play. Or if you can get in and get a call, if you can afford the contract or the premium and get in and ride this thing up, it might spike down. So that means you have to be patient and be able to time the entry on whichever one that you pick. You know what I'm saying? They say set stop losses, but we're not even paying attention to a stop loss when we short-term scalping. Like, because basically you are the stop loss. If you short-term scalping, they tell you to put the stop loss on, but really that's good too to protect your risk. But I'm going to tell you straight up, man, just to be honest with you, just to be straightforward with you, because I want you to be successful in options trading. A stop loss most likely mean that once you get stopped out, you're going to take a loss. So you're not trying to lose nothing. Either you need to have good entries just in case you ain't got $25,000 in your account. That means you ain't got that many trades. But if you got over 25,000, you can get it in out of a trade before you lose by just watching the numbers of what it's going to hit. You see what I'm saying? Like, and just kind of, that's why we call it freestyle, because it's up to you to be able to make the judgment and the decision on whether to get out if you think it's going to go without really taking a loss, to be honest. So, like, sometimes you can get an option, it can go down, you get stopped out, but it'll go right back up and double. So, all that stop loss stuff that they be saying, I get it, but they might not really be wanting to tell you that. But sometimes I think they really tell you that because they may not want you to lose no money, so they just, but at the same time you losing money because you're gonna get stopped out, and then the player's gonna go back and do what it's supposed to do. Really, I listen to these people like you may be trying to get in when it pull back. So you putting a stop loss on when it's pulling back. You should be trying to buy another contract sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So getting all that stop loss there, that's probably like different scenarios. But sometimes they say really the only time you put a stop loss on it to protect some gains. Like if you all the way up in an option, yeah, we're gonna put it on, logically so you can protect your gains. But like just jumping in the options play, which is a risky play, to be honest, putting stop losses on, you need to be able to get out of the play. Just telling you as a savvy teacher, coach, whatever, that wants you to win, most likely you need to be the stop loss in short term options and put plays, because you need to be able to press the button and sell before it go down if you think it's finna go down. Or sometimes you need to be pressing the button to buy when it pulls back and it looks like you down a lot. Say for instance you got a couple contracts, $400 value, and you see it go all the way down to $100. If it's a good play and you reading the charts right, that's just a pullback that you probably could get in and ride it back up. Or it could be it's been a gap all the way down. You need to if that's the case, you held it too long. Then if you because it probably would have identified itself if it wasn't really gonna go back up there, or you should have just only had one contract. So that means that you have to manage your risk as well. So that's all about, like in the game of sports. You might be a good 3-point shooter, but at this time you got a little bit of pressure on you, so you ain't gonna shoot it. You're gonna dish it off. Same way you might not take this entry. You might see if it's gonna go down. It might be high volatility or whatever. So you gotta think different things in terms, you know what I'm saying? So it's pre-market. Got a little bit to go. And like I said, freestyling options, that's just one potential, and it's a bunch of them. Like it's red. This is just a green one for today. So you never know. It could pull back. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on how the market reacts, and you have to just go along with the flow. So like the QQQ, see this one's down $2. These are potential. You just looking for plays that may go up or down, and you have to get your game tight and your skills right to be able to jump in and jump in the game and make some money. $20, $50, 100, 1,000. Whatever your level of finances is. But yeah, man, I hope you guys make some gains today or protect your gains today. Sometimes it's all about managing. And understanding how to read, like to buy a call, to buy a put. But yeah, if you need some more, information, because we're gonna be putting out information. We're gonna be trying to stay consistent and give you guys good information. So if you could smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, keep up with the information, I think it'll be very beneficial to you. So yeah, check out our other videos for further information on how you would freestyle by choosing options, calls, or puts. So that's what we're gonna put it on. We're gonna make this thing like a game. So it's like a sport. So and we don't really trying to get emotional, but a sport is like where you will have the ambitions to get better. Like, some people they really like some people just learn about options because they can make money or stocks, investments, and they really never like physically played in the game, so they don't really have no enthusiasm or feelings. They get discouraged easy. But if you treat it like a game, that means that you're going to take some time out to get better. You're going to learn. You're going to study. You're going to watch these videos. And you're not going to be emotionally attached to any of this stuff. You're going to get information from wherever you can get good information to put in with your playbook to make you make some gains. We ain't worried about this. We ain't worried about them. You just focus on numbers, manage your account, and making gains. That's it. But yeah, we'll get back at you in a minute. Take care.